Hey guys, welcome back to Stormworks, and welcome back to the build of our 100-seater airliner. In the previous video, we ended up adding these engines, which you guys were saying are high bypass, although I blocked it off at the end, so there's no bypass. And realistically, you are right. So what I might do is delete some of this so that there is actually some through air. Anyway, what we're going to do today is finish off the end of the wings, possibly add some detail onto the wings themselves as well, and then maybe we can work on some landing gear. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so I guess what we could do is add those little bits to the end of the wings. I don't actually know what those little bits are called, so you guys can let me know in the comments down below, but essentially it's like a little bit that pokes out the back. We're going to go with something actually quite wide to begin with, and then I guess it could go to a point straight after that. So we'll just do this. There we go. On the underside, we'll do a very similar thing. So we'll just do these guys, and we'll attach this onto here like this. This guy could go to here like this. Delete these two. Shove one of these guys in there and in there. There we go. And then I guess we could just shove some of these on. All right, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. All right, there we go. And this one as well. Shove these guys across here. And I guess we'll zoom it forwards to, I don't know, let's say there. Let's say there. All right, delete this guy and this guy. Shove this one onto here. Shove this one onto here. And attach those guys together. There we go. There we go. And I need to fill this in properly. There we go. All right, yeah, we'll have those guys mounted on the back of the wings. I think that'll be fine. We could also do it on the top as well if we wanted to, but I don't know how to feel about that just yet. I actually have no idea how to feel about that just yet. Shove that guy into there, this guy into here, and I guess we could just do this and this. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. All right, there and there, and these guys. Sure. We're going to add another, maybe two of those guys as we go across the wing, and that should be awesome. Yeah, there we go. That actually looks pretty good to me. I actually quite like it. I don't know whether we should have an angle. I was told in the comments down below to maybe add a bit of an angle to these, and that could be pretty cool. So, how about we give that a little bit of a go? Let's paste this back in here. We'll go to the other side and we'll paste that in wherever it needs to be pasted in, which I believe is here. And then I guess we can add some, like, pivots and just have it rotate upwards. Just a tiny bit. I don't know if this is a good idea. I have no idea if this is a good idea or not. Shove that guy into there. We'll shove another one at the front here. It doesn't really disrupt much, which is good. So let's merge this with this with this. And then I guess we'll have to get a number and actually have that working. So number, shove this into here. We'll make that number 0.15. 0.15. Alright, spawning in, let's see what that looks like. I'm assuming I need infinite electricity on, which it is. Can we even tell? I don't think you can tell. Oh, it didn't work because it wasn't actually properly attached, but that is way too much of an angle. I think it needs to be like 0.5. So that, like, you could basically not tell that it's angled? I don't know if this is a good idea. 0.05. Alright, go. There we go. So 0.05 is that much of an angle right there. And I think that'll look cool. I guess if both wings actually had... if both wings are actually attached to the plane, that would be great. So let's go ahead and grab this guy from here all the way to the front right there, including that piece. We'll copy it. We'll then move it over to the other side. We're going to go ahead and press U. There we go. Zoom it over. Paste it in right there. We're going to have to merge these down correctly. So this guy goes with this guy. This guy goes with this. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. What has happened here? I'm so confused. Alright, one sec. And there we go. So they're angled upwards a little bit now, which is exactly what we wanted. I'm now going to add some winglets because I think that'll be cool. And we'll go from there. Okay, so I've added like a weird bit on the end of the wing. I think this will be fine. And then maybe if I just use these guys, or we'll be a-okay. I don't know. I feel like it should be angled a bit. You know? I feel like that should actually be angled a little bit. And then we need to do like a very similar thing down here. So, I don't know, like that again. And again, I feel like that should be angled too. This doesn't seem right. Okay, there we go. So I've added these guys. They look a little bit strange, but I think overall they will work out for us. What I want to do now is quickly add some wheels to the back. I just want to stand it up a little bit and see how high I actually want the landing gear to be. And then I guess I'll add some to the front as well. Okay, so I'm thinking we actually go back here somewhere, maybe around here, and we build this down from there. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a block. Shove it in here, and we'll build it down to essentially be level with the bottom of this. Yep, there we go. I'm actually going to go up by 1 as well. We're then going to go to wheels. We're going to get a 7x7, which is really big. They're really, really big, and we're going to shove those on there like that. What I'm then going to do is go to the front end. We're going to build these downwards as well. I don't know how far down I need them to go. Let's just build these across really quickly to each other. There we go. And essentially, I need it to go from here. Oh, wow. I pretty much perfectly did that. Okay. Delete this guy. Go to wheels again. I think I want to use these guys, although they are a bit big. They're a bit weird looking too. But that's fine. So delete this all the way across to there. And let's see what that looks like. I think this will look pretty good. Yeah, I feel like the 7x7s actually look pretty good here. Although that looks a little bit strange at the front, but that's maybe fine. Okay, we're a little bit high as well, so I'm gonna move the back ones up a little bit, and I guess the front one as well. Alright, there we go. So we're a lot closer to the ground now, because the engines are a hell of a lot closer to the ground, although they are not touching the ground. Therefore, this is fine, I think. I'm also going to paint another ring of this around the outside, by the way, because I think that looked better. But yeah, I think this is the height of the landing gear that we're going to go for, and those are the size of the landing gear. Although I might make them a tiny bit smaller. Hopefully that doesn't affect ground clearance too much. Okay, so I've taken some of the body and moved it down here. It is now on a pivot, so that when we go to actually put our landing gear away, hopefully it folds inwards. So whilst we're saying that, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some pink. There we go, pink is down. More pink is here as well. Okay, that pink should allow us to stay sturdy. We're then going to go to a throttle lever. We're going to shove that on here like this and this. We're going to allow for a minus number on there and a minus number on here. Yes, would you look at that? We're then going to connect this guy up to here, this one up to here, and we'll do, I guess, the same on the other side. So, actually, no, we'll only do it on one side, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the pink thingamabobbies are keeping us in a nice little place here. What I want to do is shove that to, like, full, I guess. There we go, so that is to full. Unfortunately, that means that this wheel is definitely going to get kapowed by this. Like, there is no way it doesn't. You see? What do I do in that situation? Okay, that is not the greatest, but it's also not the worst. So maybe we go with it. I'm just going to go ahead and, yeah, we'll go with it. So what I need to do now is make sure this side is the same as this side, and I need to make sure this side actually sort of works. We can then move on to the front landing gear and make that go in as well, but for now, this is sort of what we've got. Okay, here we go. Push the button and, oh, it all goes away actually pretty well, except this one seems to be stuck a little bit. Not sure what's going on there. If we go ahead and push it again, it all comes back out. Push it again, it all goes away. Okay, I mean, it's kind of working. It's just I don't know what's going on really here. What is bumping? So the wheel's probably bumping. There is obviously a seat here, so we can't really do anything there unless we got rid of the seats in this location, which I suppose we could do. Alright, so that actually means we get rid of 5 seats, which means we need to reintroduce 5 seats somewhere else. But for now, let's just go ahead and build this in across here. These people get no leg room. That's fine. We're then going to shove this across here to the back of this seat. And we're actually going to take out the window. Yeah, no window for you. Alright, we're still going to have issues, I think, because this isn't really going to give us enough room. But hopefully it gives us a little bit of extra room, which is sort of what we need. Alright, I'm going to delete these extra pieces as well, and I'm just going to shove these guys in. And hopefully that'll be good enough for us. Let's try it one more time. The thing is, the landing gear is also smaller, so I don't know whether that's going to cause issues with that, but let's go ahead and do it. There we go. So it goes in. That's all nice. There's something else hitting, and I think it's this piece. Yeah. All right, hang on. There's a little bit where the bar is, so this here needs to be sort of deleted. Hopefully that's enough. Oh, would you look at that? It totally is. Nice. All right, cool. So when it comes back down, everything's fine, and when it goes back up, everything's fine. It is all a little bit too fast, but it's all working, so that's good. Let's go ahead and now get rid of all the pink stuff and see how it sits on the ground on the runway. All right, go. Hopefully it looks all right. Please? Those wheels look tiny. Those wheels actually look so small. But it works. That will be fine. Okay, so I'm thinking we actually put the doors on now, so let's go ahead and get ourselves some pivots, shove those guys onto there, and bring them out to the edge. What we then need to do is go down by at least one, and then I'm gonna do, I guess it's gonna be jagged, so we're gonna do this and this. That's how the doors are gonna look. Hopefully that's good enough. I think that's far enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I guess we need them to be longer then. Right, let's go ahead and just zoom this down here at the end. All right, very good. And then we'll zoom this one as well. Just like so. That's pretty nice. We're going to delete 2 of those, shove them on this one instead. Okay, hopefully that's good. Throttle levers. Let's try it again. We're going to do some testing. We need our little pink step. There it is. Get ourselves the throttle lever, shove it on here like this. And connect that to there and there. Hopefully that's all good. I think if I just go now, let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Alright, yeah, so that needs to be slower, which is fine. So all we need to do is speed, drop it down to like half, and drop it down to like half there as well. I think that should be good enough, but I don't know. Here we go. No, it's not good enough. It's not good enough at all, actually. The speed of this... No, wait, it's this thing that needed to be slower. There we go. I accidentally changed the wrong thing. Obviously, this needs to be faster. 2 times as fast? Maybe? Who knows? There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and see what happens now. Oh, it's still not fast enough. Okay, we're gonna make it even faster. Or actually, we're gonna make these even slower. There we go, 0.1, 0.1, and we'll actually increase this to 8, or 1 to 8. Okay, hopefully that's enough now. Come on, here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, look, the doors are now super slow. I'm closing the doors. They're gonna be closed very soon. Yeah, okay, that works then. That works as far as landing gear goes. They do seem to be just getting stuck on each other now. But they are still closing. And that's what matters. Yep, that is exactly what matters. And our landing gear is up. Okay, so if that landing gear is up and this landing gear is up, what does that look like? Woo! Nice! Totally works. So now we need one of these switch box thingamabobbies, which I've hidden somewhere. Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Alright, I need one of these, and that is gonna go at the front right around here. Okay, so now we connect this guy to this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And that's it. And then I guess we go to 1. So delete all of these. There we go. The value of that is 1. And the button can actually go inside, I guess? Toggle button, let's put it right here for now. Okay, connect this to there. Connect this to each of these guys as well. And each of these. And delete this one. Alright, let's do it. Spawn it in. It'd be good if it was in the air while we tested this, but it's fine. So we go inside, and we push the button. There we go. Run back to the seat. All of the landing gear is up. The doors at the front close very slowly. And that's alright. I kind of want to do the same thing at the back. I want the doors on the back end to close slowly too. Oh, we got a bit of wheel poking through here. That's not great. So what I'm going to do is actually just do this. I know this is bizarre. It's really silly. But we're going to do it. So, where are the wheels? There they are. We're just going to make this go all the way to, like, here. And we're just going to do this. Alright. Bit weird, but I think it works. Also, we did remove a bunch of seats, so what we'll do is we'll reintroduce some more seats. Yeah, because I can't have it being a 100-seater airliner without 100 seats. So, we're going to shove these guys in right here. That's 100 again. And this is 105. And this is actually 110. There you go, we've got more seats than we originally wanted. Why have I done that? I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and shove this up the backside. What a weird sentence. Alright, there we go. We're just going to close off the back completely for now. And we'll probably end up adding some toilets or something very, very soon. But that's okay. Alright, we're back up to the amount of seats we need. And we now have landing gear. Beautiful. Okay, we currently have infinite electricity on and infinite fuel. So, I've added a throttle lever in the cockpit. We're going to use this to attempt to take off, and then we're going to lift up our landing gear once we've taken off. I have no control over anything. I have no control over anything. Come on. Get us in the air. Please don't just randomly explode. Let's go to 73%. Alright. We're doing it. It's slowly moving forwards. But we're in the air. Alright, landing gear up. Oh, yeah, beautiful. That works out really nicely. It's about to explode. But this is good. We're doing things. That front landing gear doors, they close so slowly. That's really weird. But it is doing it. So I guess that's fine. Sure. Alright, so I suppose we need to also test what it's like going back down. So I'm going to do that. Let's jump back in our little seat. The rear landing gear is out, the front landing gear is out. It's all fine, actually. Beautiful. Alright, so there she is. That is where we're going to be leaving it today. She now has landing gear that all folds away pretty nicely, and will allow us to actually use this thing properly, which is great. I might add some windows at the back for those rear seats, but maybe not, who knows. We also need to add toilets and all the inside stuff, so that's probably what we'll get onto soon. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.